What's up, everybody? Unrested here. Unrested. And just back with a quick thank you for all the great inspirational comments and everything I got from my Christmas in Japan video. That was kind of a delve back into the whole JFAC thing where I show people around Japan and different aspects of it. And obviously, that's a question I do get a lot: is what is Christmas like in Japan? And I really enjoyed making that video. It was really fun, and it definitely let me know I need to get somewhat back into JFAC. Of course, not abandon anything else on the channel. Don't ever worry about that. I'm going to stick to the stuff that I'm doing now because I enjoy that too. But there was a side of me that had a great passion for answering a lot of questions about Japan in the past. I will say it did get kind of shut down after a while because of, number one, you do start to run out of questions. The most basic ones asked again and again and again, and of course there's the dumb ones like how do I get to Japan, with not researching or googling anything, or can I become a doctor in Japan, famous dumbest question ever. And those questions about like how much Japanese do I need to know to work non-toka job. um, but those aside, I mean, obviously those are something I have to leave in the past and not worry about, and just realize that having made my channel, I will always get those questions. It's one of those things that just comes with the territory, just like trolls, haters, and anything else that is common to every YouTube channel out there. But that being said, speaking of trolls and haters and comments, there is one thing I did want to address about comments, and this is kind of something that really is nobody's fault except maybe Google and YouTube. And that is the deleting of comments or not approving of comments, or comments seeming to disappear when people post them. Um, there used to be a time where if you just posted a comment, that was it, it was up, and if I did choose to delete it or ban the person, that would have to come later. Now there is a filter, which you can actually blacklist words. I do not have any words blacklisted. I will not filter out anybody's comments due to words, of course, because that can really limit people's speech or even criticisms of my videos, which is totally okay to do as long as they're constructive. And people can say they hate my videos too. That's fine. I'm sure there is many a video that does not please everyone, especially when it comes to my Osoroshi Saturday videos, which obviously really creep some people out. If that happens, well, then my intentions were met. I did mean to creep people out with those videos, hence Osoroshi, the word which means scary, as part of the title. But there is some other stuff where people have thought that I've either deleted or not approved their comment, and that's not quite the case. Let me just explain, and those of you who already have a YouTube channel probably already know this. YouTube's kind of fucked up their own comment system. They have a way of filtering or screening comments and then putting them up for you to approve based on a system that they completely made up by themselves. And it's a really stupid system. I personally have mine turned up that people can be as adult, as offensive as they want with their comments, and then I'll later choose. But there's still ones that are filtered out. Number one, if you put a link, even if it's a link to another YouTube video, it will filter it out. It won't let me have it on there right away. I have to go back and approve it. And I will almost always approve it unless it's somebody spamming some kind of crap advertisement, which of course that's wasting everybody's time. I don't want that on there. The other thing is, usually if there's some kind of like offensive word in there, something like sexist or bigoted or something like that, usually it'll stop that from showing up too. But that doesn't necessarily mean the person was trying to insult. It might have just been that they made some kind of comment or suggestion, and we're using some kind of sample of something, and they filtered it out, which is stupid again. I really feel like they should just let all comments be on there, and later I can choose if I want to filter it out. And another problem that happens is sometimes they show up in my filter on my main creator content page where I can control everything, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes I'll go to videos from ages ago, and there's that little yellow bar that says comments need to be reviewed, and I'll click on it, And those comments haven't shown up into my filters at all, so I never even knew people tried to post it, which really sucks because people are taking the time to watch the video, to give me some kind of comment, and then it can't even get published because of their stupid system, YouTube's stupid system. And for that, I'll apologize for that, but really it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the horrible programming with Google and YouTube, who, if it was any other smaller company, I would let slide. I'd say, well, you know, it's a lot of work to keep these together. There's a lot of programming. There's a lot of stuff you have to do that I don't even understand. But they're Google and YouTube. It's like the biggest website on the internet. They shouldn't be excusing themselves from any kind of major problems like this, because they are major problems and they are unexcusable. This all happened due to the fact that they tried to force Google Plus on everybody, their competitor with Facebook, which failed miserably, and I felt was a really just kind of sketchy tactic, honestly. I have always had a Google Plus account. Even before they forced it on us, I used it a lot for getting contacts in the RPG world and setting up Google Hangout RPGs, but I never felt like anybody should be forced to join it. And it actually made my Google Plus less appealing to use after this was pushed on all of us. So their tactic completely failed, in my opinion, and I think if you read a little bit on it and research a little bit on it, you'll find that people even working for Google and YouTube thought it was a bad idea. I'm not really sure who tried to push that idea, but it was a horrible failure. That being said, the only time I really will delete or ban somebody or their comment is when I find it to be offensive to another user. Now, if it's offensive to me, unless it's just outright idiotic and has no connection to the material, I won't delete it. For example, when I did the Julian videos, there was one guy who commented that he said, "Look at this idiot crackhead in his stupid video." Well, that's bad for you. I mean, I'm sorry for you that you feel that I am an idiot and a crackhead. Perhaps you could argue that I am an idiot on some topics. I have never used crack cocaine, so I can't really be a crackhead. And plus, it's just not constructive to anything being said within the video. If you have a problem or you want to argue free speech, which could be argued, I'd understand that, but non-constructive comments like that, I will delete. I will also especially delete, even before worrying about myself, other viewers making comments. For example, I've seen some that are extremely sexist, extremely racist, both to Japanese people, and other races, which I can't believe you would be racist in the year 2014. There's just no excuse for it. And extremely, you know, even if there's an extremely overly against men or against women type comment, I will delete it, because I don't think that helps anybody out. To insult somebody just because you're angry at them or dislike them doesn't really help construct anything. It doesn't help make anybody a better person. It just makes you a horrible person and then hurt the feelings of another person. Two double negatives that just don't need to exist on my channel. And the only other time I would probably delete is if they just outright are overly cruel with hating a video. You know, everyone's welcome to dislike my videos. I mean, there's not going to be a video that pleases everybody. There will always be some aspect of a video that makes somebody angry or bored or whatever. But if it's just overly tearing into, like, I had one viewer who was just like, "You're an idiot in Japan, you should leave Japan. I have to leave Japan because my visa is over, and you should have to leave too. Why do you get to stay there?" That person's obviously just spiteful because I guess their visa is expiring. How that has anything to do with me, I don't know. And the fact that it just leads them into being angry that I am staying in Japan is completely unconstructive. It doesn't help any aspect of my videos. Now, if he felt there was some aspect of the video that I could have covered better and complimented or commented or insulted that, even if it hurt my feelings, I would leave it on there because it's something I would need to remember in the future to possibly expand upon, to try and more so cover everything that people want to hear about. Anyway, that being said, if you do see your comment either number one get deleted or not show up, don't expect right away that it's just me being angry at the comment. With the Julian videos, I banned and deleted quite a bit, more than I've ever done in any of my stuff ever, and that was mostly to RSD members coming on there and just being outright, you know, sexist, anti-everything, you know, making racist slurs, making feminists, talking about how much they hate feminists, and you know, that's fine. They can have those opinions. I just don't want to see people trashed on my channel because of their, you know, anger towards my videos. No one should have to be insulted just because of what they think of my videos. So when I saw other users getting insulted and just talked down to, I would delete those comments and usually ban the member because they would just come back with more and more negative things. You know, I'm trying to keep my channel pretty positive in general and inform people and help those who want to learn about Japan learn more about it and give them the real story on Japan, not just this anime myth that a lot of people have, this fantasy image they have of Japan. And if that's something people don't want to see, the best part about YouTube is they have the option to watch any other channel. They don't have to watch mine. No one is there holding a gun to their head, making them watch my channel. And also most times my titles let you know right away what the video is about. So if you read the title and you think that's something I don't want to see, then you just don't watch it. But if your comment was never approved or you saw it never showed up, please know that the filtering system is screwed up on YouTube. And that sucks. That sucks for a lot of people. That sucks for me. That sucks for commenters. I hope one day that they fix it. And if it does start to get better, I will comment on that as well. But until now, I hope you like what you saw here today. I hope you like what you've seen in the past on my channel. If you do, please like, comment, and subscribe. I am Unrested.